everyone, welcome to Fashion For You. In this video I'm going to show you different kind of designer necklines. We get suits from market which have matching salwar or matching kameez. Like if we get a floral print kameez, we get a plain salwar with it, or if salwar is of floral print, we get a plain kameez with it. In this video I'll show you to make designer necklines for those kind of suits. Today's video is DIY, that is you can design your own necklines. I'll show you few neck designs, but don't stick to those. Create your own designs in your own way. Today I'll show you everything how to design your own necklines. The first one is quite simple one, having a border and a putty. On this putty we can put buttons. The second one is a leaf kind of shape with a scalloped neckline. The third one is purely scalloped neckline to the outer side. And the fourth one is another kind of design. You can make any design with a piping over it. The technique to make these kinds of neckline is similar to necklines with border, but the end result is amazing. So let's get started. So first thing, when you start designing your own neckline, you have to think of two shapes. One is inner neckline and one is outer neckline. The inner neckline which I'll make will be of leaf shape. I'll give a border to it which I'll extend downwards to make a putty. I'll put buttons over this putty. The fabric which I'll use for this shape would be of different color as of kurti. First I'll draw this on interface. The width of neckline I'll take 3 inches and diagonally down I'll take 6.5. I'll give this kind of shape for inner neckline. Now I'll draw putty. For putty I'll take 1 inches or quarter to 1 inch and straight I'll cut. The length of putty depends on you. I'll take 7 inches. You can even take more. I'll join this diagonally downside to give V shape to the putty. I'll give to the neckline. If I've kept 1 inch, I'll take 1 inch, otherwise quarter to 1 inch. It depends on you. Now I'm gonna cut this. After cutting, it is looking like this. My kurti is of pink color, so I'll take contrast color floral print fabric and I'll stick this neckline on that fabric. I'll stick this with the help of iron. Now leave half an inch on outer side and I'll cut. I will not cut it from inner neckline side. From corners, cut it this way. And now fold this extra fabric inside with the help of iron. From other side it is looking like this. Now I'll take my kurti. I will put my kurti's right side facing down. I'll mark its center. I'll make a notch over it. Now I'll take the neckline which I've stuck on interface. I'll trim out extra fabric if there on the top. I'll mark its center also. I'll make a notch over it. And now I'll keep the neckline's right side facing down and I'll stitch this. First I'll make temporary stitch line in the center. Then I'll stitch on the edge of inner neckline. Now I'll cut this fabric. Turn this interface to other side and make a stitch line. Another stitch line on other edge. The end result is this. You can put buttons over it. Now I'll draw second neckline with two curves and a leaf downside. The inner neckline is round. I'll draw a round shape first. Then I'll draw outer shape. To draw outer shape, I'll use a jar cap. Then I'll cut this. Now in a similar way, I'll stick this on a piece of fabric. I'll cut out extra fabric and then fold it to inside. When you flip it over, the curves should come out nicely. Now I'll join them through the center first. Now stitch on the edge of inner neckline. Cut out the extra fabric on inner neckline side. Turn the neckline to outer side and then make a stitch line on the edge. Make another stitch line on other edge. This is the end result of this, and this is looking amazing. I'll use same technique for all necklines, but the end result is different. The third kind of neckline I'll make is scalloped neckline to the outer side. I'll draw a round shape for the inner neckline. The same round shape I'll make for the outer neckline. Then I'll use a jar cap to make curves. Now I'll cut this. Same thing I'll do as I've done in other necklines. The end result is this. I've shown you two necklines with curves. Now I'll show you one neckline with sharp corners. I'll draw inner neckline shape and then I'll draw outer neckline shape. After I've drawn, I'll cut the shapes. To this neckline, I'll add an extra piping on the edge For that, I'll cut a bias binding. I'll put dowry inside the bias binding and I'll stitch this. Bias binding I'll keep aside and I will join neckline to the kurti first. Then I'll stitch on the edge. Then I'll cut extra fabric on the inner side of neckline. After turning it to other side, make another stitch line on the edge. Till this point, the technique was same as I've done in earlier necklines. Now I'll take piping, and while stitching on the outer edge, I'll join the piping also with it. To stitch with piping, I'll use the piping foot. The end result is this. You can put buttons over here or big patch which is available in market. So this is all about necklines which I have shown you today. Using this technique you can create your own designs. There is no limit on neckline designs. There are endless number of designs which you can create. The piping which I have shown you in last part of video, that piping you can use with any kind of design. It is advisable not to use the piping with small curves because it does not come out well in the corners of small curves, but it looks good with square kind of necklines or big curves. You can even use it with first kind of neckline where I have shown you a neckline with putty. I hope I have given a detailed tutorial on necklines. So create your own designs and do send me pics. Fashion for you is all about learning, creating and inspiring others. I hope you like my video. To watch more videos in future, please subscribe to my channel and give me thumbs up. I will be back with a new video soon. Bye bye.